if I start telling people about hell, I might just scare them off. Where are you going to scare them off to? Hell number 2? Or are you just going to sit there and let them burn?
And believe it or not, Amazon is radically looking to this drone technology. In fact, last night, I just downloaded from their Amazon Prime YouTube channel their latest drone delivery service video. I shared one before in a Final Countdown study, but I just downloaded this one last night. It blew me away. And they're just, once again, conditioning us. Here is your new reality. And what Amazon is going to be very soon using drones is for delivery service. And Amazon, of course, if you're familiar, they have what's called Amazon Prime. And you pay like $100 a year, whatever it is, to be at Amazon Prime. You're supposed to get like free shipping and 2-day delivery and a bunch of other benefits or whatever. They're going to extend that to Amazon Prime Air. And basically, for their Amazon Prime Air customers, is you will be able to order something from Amazon on your computer, cell phone, tablet, whatever, and you will get it to you in 30 minutes or less. Right now, the drones that they're working on are packages up to 5 pounds, and they could fly about 50 miles an hour. And they literally, you literally can. In fact, the video I was watching just last night. I mean, this is hot off the press. We weren't even able to get this in the documentary. We got the other video in, but it literally is mounted with GPS, of course, and so literally, and it has a camera, so it literally can avoid any other air traffic as it travels through there, and also you could be getting real time tracking on your phone or computer. From the drone, you literally can watch it fly towards your house. You know exactly how close it's getting, and of course, when it lands, there's a dedicated spot for it to land on your property, and it'll send you a notification that it's landed or it's about to land. Of course, you could see it online, how close it's getting. But you literally, and of course, the commercial, you'll get it in like 30 minutes or less. And the new commercial they have out now was, this girl, she's getting ready for her soccer game, right? And their dog, unfortunately, ate one of her left shoe, the cleats. Oh, no. What are they going to do? So the father goes up online, orders the same exact pair of cleats, right, online from Amazon, and he has it delivered in his house in less than 30 minutes. She puts the shoe on. They make it to the game on time. This is the reality that's coming. Now, Amazon is we're talking, this is going to radically change everything, delivery service, the whole 9 yards. And what they're shooting for is Amazon is pitching for a new airspace. And that airspace is going to be a ceiling from 200 to 400 feet level is what they're working with the FAA. And so that's just like, whether people realize or not, you can't just like go buy a plane and fly wherever you want. There's certain airspace restrictions. It's all mapped out, right? And so what they're pitching is we want above our heads airspace between 200 and 400 feet level. That's going to be the new drone delivery airspace, okay? And so to give you a visual, because we're talking on a massive scale, to give you a visual of how many drones will be flying overhead delivering, if you remember the Star Wars movies, like when they land on some of the planets, the big planets with cities and stuff, and as soon as you make it into the atmosphere, you look at the cities, and what do you see? You see air traffic, cars, vehicles, whatever they are. You see there's just there's thousands and thousands of them just flying in the airspace, right? You haven't even got to the ground yet, right? Well, believe it or not, folks, our skies are going to become very similar to that. And let me give you some figures. I think it's the top 4 major airlines in the United States has like 47, just under 4,800 airplanes. The top biggest airlines in the United States combined have, about 4,800 planes. They're projecting in the next few years we're going to have hundreds of thousands of drones flying in the skies. Okay? Wow. It's just going to radically change everything. Now, right now you're thinking, hey, that's pretty convenient. That's pretty cool. Well, let me fast forward a little bit. A lot of these drones are also being armed. Okay, you say, well, the Amazon wouldn't arm them. Well, I'm just telling you, what's coming is not just drones, and we'll get used to, and by the way, dependent upon drones for just about every aspect of life. I'm just getting started here. Okay, but a lot of them are being armed. Okay, in fact, we even share an episode from the new Hawaii Five-0 series, And once again, it's like, are you preparing us for something? And what they show is, it's just like, boy, were you guys hurting for an idea, the script writers, or you just picked something randomly, or are you trying to prepare us for something? And basically the premise was this computer guy hijacked this network to take over this drone, and this drone was completely armed to the teeth, right? And so basically he hijacked it, and he, of course, Hawaii Five-0, so he shows up with this drone in some other building. He wasn't there with some controllers. I mean, this is just all being done with a network system, right, satellites. And he basically shows up on the beach, and he starts mowing people down, killing them with a drone. And, I remember when I came across that, I was like, what? That's pretty far out there for a Hawaii Five-0 scene, But, again, it's like, do you guys know something we don't? And I think most people probably who even viewed that episode might have thought, what is this, like Star Wars meets Hawaii Five-0? That's kind of a weird combo. But I think that most people don't realize that what they just showed you, that you thought was just entertainment and maybe a weird script idea, that's really coming to our planet. Because a lot of these drones, again, are being armed, and they're being armed to the teeth. And, again, I haven't got to that aspect yet. But, again, back to the commercial aspect, I mean, just envision the skies. You got planes, and we see planes every day, right? We hear them, we see them every day, right? Well, again, the four biggest airliners only have about 4,800. We're headed to a reality where there's hundreds of thousands of drones filling the skies. Everything's going to radically change. And again, that's just in the commercial sector. And other countries are doing this. This isn't just happening to America. Let me belabor this point. This is happening on a global basis all around the world. Other countries are already getting big. In fact, a lot of countries have been further advanced than us in the U.S. when it comes to this drone technology. For instance, drones, back to the commercial aspect, imagine anything that you order, anything that you could shop for by and large, okay, a lot of it is now being shipped with drones. In India, they're using drones, and we, again, share the videos. They're using drones to deliver pizza. They're using drones to deliver pizza in Brazil. In fact, you're thinking, well, are they going to do that here in America? Well, we shared the actual demonstration from Domino's Pizza. They have something called the Domicopter, and they were already doing test flights in the UK with theirs. We even showed some guys delivering beer to some ice fishermen. On the ice, you don't want to get out of the tent; it's so cold, so they use a drone to deliver beer to them. We even show people guy who deliver flower delivery service. Right? He forgot his girlfriend's birthday or something. Whatever. Drone to the rescue, and it saved the day. Right? You've seen restaurants that are delivering drinks with drones, just to do something new. But it isn't just delivering stuff; it's delivering mail. UPS is getting big on this, and even Google is getting in on this. And because you think about this, when you're flying something with drones, there's one thing you don't have to worry about: traffic, by and large, right? Because it's in the air. Who cares about a stoplight? Who cares if there's a wreck? And of course with UPS, and you hear about people who work for UPS and some other delivery services, and it's high pressured. You got to get there. You're behind the deal. They'll yell at you if you're not there on time, and deliver here, run here. And the last thing you need is delays and a car wreck or a red light or blah. Well, hey, this is why these services are getting into this technology, because there is no worry about delays, because you're flying in the air. In fact, you don't have to take the traditional standard road route. It's more of a direct route in the air, and so you can get there much faster. And so that's it's all about competition, right? We can get there faster than the next guy, and so that's why a lot of these people are getting into it. Another thing that they're using to deliver to is with medicine. Right, and of course, again, we share the video clips and the demonstrations, and people that used to, like, let's say in right after a disaster, let's say a tsunami hits or something, right? And they want to deliver medicine to the people. Well, they can't get it there because there's no airport left, right? It's completely thrashed. What do? Well, you can use a drone, and you could deliver that stuff. What about those people who live on, in the jungle and in the tropics or whatever? They've never had that ability. Well, you can use a drone. You don't need a big landing pad. Right, just drop a drone in there, and believe it or not, they're already starting to use that to deliver medicine. Also, if you could think about how convenient this would be for the person. Right? Hey, when you're sick and you're down for the count, right? What's the last thing you want to do? It was bad enough that you had to scrape together to get to the doctor. Now they want to make you go to the pharmacy. Are you kidding? And wait in line and you're already wearing your slippers, and your hair's all messed up, and you got mucus coming out of your nose. I don't want to go. Right? Well, hey, wouldn't it be great if you could just push a button or hit an app, and they can do a drone delivery service and bring the medicine to you. You could stay home. You wouldn't have and again, it's just more and more of our society, whether it be our news, whether it be our food supply, whether it be, here's the term, what we buy and sell. It's becoming dependent upon this drone technology. And that starts to add up to kind of a creepy scenario, right? If, in fact, you can control all this technology on a global basis, boy, that's a lot of power for somebody to have, right? I mean, now we've become dependent upon you for a lot of stuff with this drone technology. Oh, by the way, back to the agricultural aspect, they're actually droning out also, not just drones themselves, they're droning out the farm equipment and, the tractors and things of that nature. They're not even using humans to drive the tractors anymore because now it can be driven automatically with GPS. And, in fact, it's much more accurate. And because it's more accurate and there's no wasted turns, it literally is just like a mathematical map, right? It maximizes fuel costs and things of that nature. Wow. So a lot of farmers are getting into that. Oh, and by the way, speaking of that, other modes of transportation, they're also droning out as well. Google is big on this, right? Google with the Google car and things of that nature. And, of course, they're pitching it as, hey, this is going to be great, this is going to be awesome, because you can go back to texting, you could talk on your phone, you could take a nap, you could do your work, you could do your homework, you could watch a movie, because Google car, and as crazy as people sounds, and I remember when that was making headway, and a few years ago, a lot of people laughed at it, and they scoffed at it. But it's happening. Mm-hmm. Literally, it's happening. You can laugh all you want and say Google's, nuts. Hey, nuts or what? It's already happening, folks. And so, but again, it's not just Google car, okay? You think about pretty much any mode of transportation, it's all being droned out. In fact, here in Las Vegas, they did some of the major testing to, believe it or not, drone out artificial or to drone out semi-trucks, because they deliver goods, right? So, hey, if you could use it for a Google car, why not for a truck that's hauling goods? And believe it or not, they did testing here on Interstate 15 that goes right through Vegas here, and is one of the big main free highways in the desert. And they were literally, there's no person in the vehicle. There is no person in the vehicle. They're driving this automatically with no person whatsoever. Absolutely crazy. Okay, but again, it's not just cars, it's not trucks. They're also getting rid of the human element and droning out trains to haul people and things of that nature. They're also looking at airplanes themselves. And part of the rationale they're using is not just to get rid of, the human element in case there's an error, but it's this whole terrorist thing, right? I mean, not just, the terrorists who might take over the plane. Well, hey, if there's no human pilot in there, what's there them to take over? But even the recent scares that there's been is, well, wait a second. So they built these incredible doors and safety devices to keep the terrorists from getting into the cockpit so they can't take over the plane. But wait a second, what we saw recently was, what if one of the pilots goes south? And we had that one pilot over in Europe, right, and he took the plane down himself. Well, hey, how about we just get rid of the whole human pilot thing altogether, and we don't have to worry about any of that stuff, and we can get rid of all those tragedies. And that's part of the rationale. Now, again, the problem is that's a whole lot of power for one person to control, because this is being connected all together on a global basis. I haven't got to that yet. Okay, but think about what we're talking about just this far. I mean, in the private sector, in the commercial sector, what you buy and sell, your food supply, your transportation, your entertainment, pretty much every aspect of our society is going to be connected with drone technology. So basically, it's starting to be into a reality. He who controls drones is going to control the world.
If you like our videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all our frequent updates.